today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a man who spent his college years on Rocky Top. It's Tyler Bray.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. A quick throw, but incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. They'll set up to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 2. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. Be intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now back to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Dancing away at the 35. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here comes Reed. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Short throw to Disley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
This is unbelievable.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That one whistled against David Bakhtiari. They'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that leader. And he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And with time running short, so we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Caught by Luke Musgrave. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Sacked by Cameron Young. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Musgrave. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second and 4. It's caught. Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2nd and 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. To throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 20. To throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Musgrave. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They shakes him off. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. He was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21. The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Colby Wooden with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the